So here we are today at your new flat, and what are we doing today?
Well, for me, this is a little bit of personal remembrance for Dave, and I just want to set the record straight because I'm sure he had a little bit of a hand in last season's result, because we played Bolton Wanderers the week after he passed last season, and the press had reported everywhere that he was a beloved Charlton fan, and we all know he wasn't. He was genuinely an Arsenal fan. He used to come to Charlton with me because he liked it because I liked it, and he was a bit of a local celebrity there, and he did genuinely love going to Charlton, but his heart was an Arsenal fan. So I think he was upset after his passing that the press described him as a Charlton fan, and when we played Bolton the following week, we lost 2-0.
Right, okay,
So
and it's Bolton today, isn't it?
It's Bolton at home today.
Yes.
So it's that fixture again, and I'm hoping that this season, if you're up there looking down on me, Dave, well, I'm sorry that they reported you being a Charlton fan.
Yes.
So we'll rectify that. I'm rectifying it today, Dave. So give me a little bit of help here and help us nick a win today if you can.
Fantastic. Now, when Dave went to Charlton, was he sort of well received?
He was very well received. Everyone loved having a little photo with Dave and having a giggle with him. As you know, he was a very entertaining man. And everyone at Charlton really did get on with Dave and liked him.
So we're going to go through the whole routine today, where you go down to the local cafe before you go in. Going to watch the match and meet some of the Charlton legends, yeah?
That's what we're hoping to do. If we can catch a couple of legends and they might give us a few words. But as I say, I've loved going to Charlton for the best part of 50 years now.
Yes.
I wouldn't say I'm a glory hunter.
No.
But it's
not
just
much glory.
It's
No.
we've had our moments.
Yes.
I think what being a Charlton fan, the same as being any fan of a smaller club, is when you have a little bit of success.
It means more.
It means so much more, and you really enjoy it, and it's a memory that stays with you.
Well, let's see if I can be converted from Man United to Charlton today. I'm looking forward to it, and as I say, it's a bit of a tribute to Dave.
Well, forget the theatre of dreams. You're going to the Valley of Dreams now.
So where are we now?
We're in the famous Valley Cafe now, Liam.
Yeah. And is this a regular thing for you?
This has been a tradition for me for probably 40, 50 years. I've been coming here 50 years, so I used to come here with my dad when I was a kid, and it's just saying you don't go out of, isn't it? You can't beat the cafe on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, so food good?
Food's excellent in here.
Yeah.
Very, very well run cafe.
Yeah.
People are very nice, and you've got a lot of good Charlton fans in here. Always have a bit of a giggle with the other Charlton fans.
So who took you down here first? Your dad?
Would have been my dad, in the 70s, yeah.
Right. So is this always a good kind of pre-ritual?
Well, I can't say that because we've lost a lot after coming here. But we've never been hungry. We've actually lost, but on a full belly.
Yeah. But the meals look good.
Food's really good. Yeah.
So tell me your kind of pre-match build-up. What happens normally?
So we come in here, have a little bit of grub in here, and then go in and have a few drinks in the ground. We've got a lot of friends in the actual ground. Been going to Charlton for years, so it's like a little community.
Yeah. Okay.
And we
do you have any like good luck things that you do, like
Charlton and good luck don't really go together.
No. Well, what's been the best times with Charlton?
Obviously, the Premiership was good.
Yeah.
We had some great times in the Premiership, and I don't think people really appreciated how well we were doing at that point. But I've had a lot of good times coming to Charlton. It's not all about the league. Sometimes I'm happier in. Ideally, I think if we could stay in the Championship for a few years, it's a good level of football. It's like Premier League 2. It's not as expensive as the Premier League. And some of the Premier League games can be a bit dull as well, because there's so much at stake.
Are you one of those fans that's like jumping up and down all the way through?
No, I'm jumping up when we score, which isn't that often at the moment. But if it once a game, it'll do as long as they don't score.
That's it. So do you shout abuse and all that?
No, I can't be bothered doing all that shouting abuse and all that. We're a little bit more cultured. Do you know what I mean?
Are you the new type of fan?
I'm that type of fan that will just enjoy the bit of company I'm with. Football's there to be enjoyed with your mates and have a giggle.
Yeah.
We'll take the piss out of Charlton as much as the other team, and we take the piss out of anything, whatever's there.
So you've got a prediction for today?
Tough game today, really tough game. The way we've been going, I'd like to say we'll nick a 1-0 win, but
yeah, because you know your predictions are normally like spot on, aren't they?
Well,
you're a football expert.
I'm a football expert. Today we will probably it'll make me look completely stupid, but I do think a cheeky 1-0 win will be happy today, or a 0-0 draw. I think that's going to be the outcome.
So that's a bit of a meal.
That's a proper dinner at the Valley Cafe. Yeah, that is. You know, I'm having a treat day today. Like the diet's back on 2026, I say.
I mean, that is. Are you going to get through all of that?
Well, I'll do my best, Liam. I'll fight it.
How come you were a Charlton fan then?
Well, I went there with my dad as a kid, and I was really, if I'm honest, a West Ham fan.
Yes.
Partly because, you know, like West Ham won the cup in '75. The kids I was at school with were West Ham fans. Alf Garnett was a big star at the time. So, you know what I mean? There was all little things like that. And it was just, West Ham was a good club in the 70s for kids. You know, it was the academy of football. But it wasn't my local club. So Charlton was the local club.
Did you regret that decision?
No, my dad took me to Charlton, and although at first I thought it was okay, and I must admit it was nice going to the night games. The atmosphere is quite good as a kid. It's quite exciting, but I really knew I was a Charlton fan when we played West Ham in the League Cup, and I think there was about 38,000 there, and West Ham beat us 1-0.
Yes.
And at that moment, I was absolutely devastated that Charlton lost.
And West Ham had all the Lampards.
West Ham had Trevor Brooking, Lampard, Billy Bonds, Alan Devonshire, Phil Parks.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a good side. And, I mean, that was the era of Charlton had Flanagan, Hales, Colin Powell, Jeff Wood in goal, Les Berry, Terry Naylor, I think, might have been there. Or he come there just after that. But, you know, they were a decent team in that period, Charlton. They had Keith Peacock, who's still there today, a proper club legend.
Are we likely to meet any legends today?
Well, I'm hoping we might get to meet maybe Colin Powell and Peter Garland.
Yes.
So they're two of the chaps that was in the hospitality when Dave was with us last year. Bobby Boulder, who was the understudy, as I say, for Sam Bartram in the 46 and 47 finals.
He'll like that.
He's the only Charlton player with a Champions League medal. I think he robbed it off Bruce Grobbelaar, I think.
Yeah. This is the route in, isn't it?
This is the famous walk down to the stadium now.
Right.
Now, when I was a kid, going back 50 years ago, the best day to come here was if you had a night game.
Yeah, the night games.
And then you got
great.
the smell of the very sexy roast chestnuts.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's all you got then. The hospitality was a bloke coming round with what we used to call the monkey nuts and roast chestnuts. And he looked like he had the old Pearl and Dean thing on, just walking through the crowd. Yeah. And that was it. That is all you got, really. There weren't nothing else in them days, do you know what I mean? So
have you noticed whether, is it rough these days at the football? Or have we got a different type of clientele?
Football now is actually a very, very social experience. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very social experience.
Yes.
It's not like it was. There's no smell of piss anywhere around the ground. Do you know what I mean?
The toilet's all right at Charlton.
The toilets are immaculate at Charlton, believe it or not. I mean, when I was a kid, you could smell. They used to be the toilet. The piss smell was right beside the burger bar.
Yeah, that's right. They used to have that at the.
Wembley. So it added something to the burgers then.
Yeah, I remember that at Wembley. I used to go to the old Wembley. Oh, the toilets there were rough. But they used to have all the stalls next to them, didn't they?
Yeah, and I mean, I've witnessed this on a match day where it's completely full walking down to the ground.
Yes.
And it's completely empty.
Yeah.
So I've been here for both bits of the spectrum when we used to have, 20,000, 27,000 every game, and when we've had like 3,000.
So there's no big rucks. I remember going to the Golston ground, Brighton, and every time outside there'll be something going on.
Well, I've been here. I've witnessed a few because I only ever witness because I run off, don't I?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I am fucking. I've got these nice trainers on for running, so any agony I'm out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
you've never been one for that, have you?
But I've witnessed Chelsea setting fire to the goal before.
Oh, really?
Back in the 70s when we beat them 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've witnessed Millwall kicking off down here a few times. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's nice to watch it from a distance.
Yeah, I don't mind watching it.
Yeah, you get the atmosphere from a long way away.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But yeah, you can feel the atmosphere building now.
Yeah,
Liam, look,
absolutely. So where are we going? We're going in the directors.
we're going in the main entrance up to the probably the best lounge in here.
Yeah.
Here's the new fan zone. Look.
Ah, yes, fan zone. That's the main entrance.
We've got a big screen showing all of the action from the early kick-off, Brighton versus Manchester United. So grab yourself a drink, grab yourself something to eat, and kick back here at the Matchday Fan Zone, courtesy of Charlton Athletic.
And what's the chances of Charlton this season? How are they doing?
Well, I think they're looking really good. I think the way the club has been sort of restructured. You know, everyone has doubts about it when they restructure a club, but I do think that they've got a real interest. I think Charlie and his team have come in and they've put a bit of positivity and they've opened up that fan zone.
Yes.
So they're changing the dynamics a little bit, but all in a positive way. So hopefully it's going to reflect. It has reflected on the pitch so far.
Yes,
and
so we've had a
hopefully
couple of wins so far.
We've had a couple of wins. We can nick a win today. You know, that's a really good start for us.
Who were the players that impressed you over the years then with Charlton? Who was your favourite?
In the 70s, it had to be old Killer. He was a top goal scorer, and you loved watching any of that team. Really, were good.
Yes.
The 80s, we had Bobby Boulder at the time in the 80s, and we had Grit and Curbs playing in the 80s. And then as we went into the 90s, you know, the teams like were changing on a regular basis. But the 98 team that won promotion stands out, you know, at the Wembley final with Sasha Ilic, who was the penalty save hero in the 98 final.
Yes.
And although we went down the following season, we come straight back up as champions in 2000.
And you said to me that I mean, you'd seen all these other football legends actually play at Charlton. You said Ronaldo.
Ronaldo's played there for Man United. We've had Beckham play there. We've had Gerrard. We've had Rooney.
Right.
You know, they've all visited the Valley.
Yes.
They all went away smiling most of the time, to be honest.
I'm expecting the Valley to be as it was, where it was, you know, the big open terrace, you know.
No, it's a totally different experience now, Liam. We've 21st century football. They're right up to speed at Charlton at the minute. They've revamped the ground. The pitch looks beautiful.
Did you used to stand on that terrace though?
I stood on that open terrace when I first went to Charlton in the 70s.
Yeah.
That was where you went with your dad with your flask. Usually bring a flask of soup.
Yeah.
And wave at people down the other end.
Yeah, because you could see everything on that.
Well, we used to stand at the away end in the first half, and then walk down to the other terrace at the home end because there was
that wide.
It was that big, and there was only about 4,000 or 5,000 people going there at that time. So, you know, you had plenty of scope to walk up and down the terrace. There's the very famous Sam Bartram.
Yes.
623 appearances.
Yes.
Now I'm reading that actually. I didn't know, but I'm reading.
No, you're a football expert. You knew.
He played in the 46 and 47 cup finals.
Yeah.
When we lost one and won one. I think it's the last time we lost at Wembley was 1946.
Fantastic. So still time. You'll get back in there soon.
We'll be back there, don't worry, we'll be back there.
Did you go to that one? You weren't there?
At 46? I missed it, I was off that weekend.
So Brendan, where are we now?
So we're in the 1905 lounge at Charlton now.
Yeah. Looks nice.
It's lovely here, isn't it? It's a bit different when you was here before, Liam.
I was expecting this, you know, empty sort of no roof thing back from the 1950s.
Yeah,
you know?
no, the smell of piss and burgers is gone now.
Yeah, that's it. And it looks all, you know, very sophisticated and everything, you know.
It's a nice way to watch football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Charlton have really improved it this season.
Yes.
The team are going forward. You can see the club's made a lot of improvements, so we're hoping.
This is also where you're going to be doing your show later in the year.
This will be where we're doing the show in about 7 or 8 weeks, I think, now.
Yeah, brilliant. So you're looking forward to that?
I'm looking forward to it all now. I think it's been positive.
Yeah.
We've come through a very strange, dark time losing Dave, but now we're going to go and celebrate Dave for what he was. He was a really funny, kind-hearted person, do you know what I mean, who achieved and done so much in his life. So I just want to celebrate that.
Yeah, so are you, have you got a specific Charlton chant? Or do they have chants that are, you know, Charlton's own?
I can't really say on here. They might be a bit too...
Yeah, chant these days, couldn't
yeah,
you?
it could get cancelled these days for certain chant, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Anything that I say will be wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. So this is kind of like the pre-match ritual. So a couple of drinks, yeah?
A couple of drinks, yeah.
Yeah, and when do you go into the actual ground? Are you one of these people that turns up like a minute before kick-off?
Nah,
Or
we'll
do you do 10 minutes before?
slip out of there. We can't miss the Red Robin.
What's that all about?
That is
that
a
the
Charlton
theme
song, you know. It's a very famous song. It's a tradition that you go out and sing with all your heart. One of Dave's favourite tunes, he said it used to make him feel like going to war. So you can film it when they come out. I think you'll get the gist of what he meant.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so that sounds something to really look forward to. So we've seen a few ex-Charlton legends here today, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got Bobby Boulder here and Peter Garland, Colin Powell.
Yeah, Bobby Boulder was Liverpool, wasn't he? And
he's the only Charlton player with a Champions League medal.
yeah, he was the reserve to Bruce Grobbelaar, wasn't he?
Reserved to Wobbly Legs Grobbelaar, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And Peter Garland, he played for Spurs as
He
well,
had,
didn't
I think he had a little bit of time at Spurs.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was well known for knocking people out of my ear.
Yeah. He looked the type.
He weren't scared of a challenge, Peter.
Yeah. And it's great because, you know, the fans get to meet these Charlton legends, don't they?
And they are very down to earth. They come in and have a giggle with you.
Yeah.
It's a good atmosphere. It's great for some of the youngsters to meet them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic.
I'm very lucky. I'll get mistaken for Colin Walsh a lot.
Who's the other person you get mistaken for? I think that you're Frank McAvenny.
I think it's because I've got his teeth. We share them.
Yeah.
He only has them when he's doing punditry. I'll give him these teeth when he's doing punditry.
lot of
But
people
on
are going
a
on
weekend,
about
on a
these
weekend off, I'll nick his teeth.
A lot of people